I never wanted to have kids. I always said if I ever had kids, I would adopt them. All she ever wanted to be was a mommy. We were married for, I don't know, a year or so. And we started actually trying to have children. After 7 years of trying to have children, we decided to adopt. And that's where our first son came into picture, was Ryan. Got him from Guatemala.
When he was 3, he started asking for a brother or sister, and he prayed every night, "Dear Jesus, please let my mommy have a baby." And then when we found out I was pregnant, we were shocked because it had been 7 years. And then he was so excited, and then a few weeks later, I had a miscarriage, and then he kept praying and praying and praying. He's always wanted a brother or sister.
And we have friends that have a orphanage in Mexico. Kevin called me, I was working. And he said, "Are you all still wanting to adopt a little girl?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "I'm holding her right now." She was 12 hours old. And I called Jennifer, and we got the first plane tickets we could get and flew to Mexico. She had found a lawyer in Mexico that told us that the adoption wouldn't be any problem. We started flying back and forth like on a monthly basis. I mean, she was our little girl as far as we were concerned. They told us that we couldn't adopt her. By this time, she was, 2? She was almost 2 years old. So, I mean, we'd done Christmas with her, we'd done birthdays with her, we just, put everything into her. I mean, it was just literally losing a child. I mean, at that point, it was the worst thing that I'd ever felt. Losing children through miscarriage is bad and it's tough, but you haven't held them. To lose one you've held is awful. So we decided to go ahead and go through the process of becoming foster parents.
The phone rang, and they said, "We have a placement for you. It's a 6-month-old and an 8-year-old. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and Amari was asleep, and Isabel was scared to death. She was 8 years old, and I remember her coming back in after they left her, and she said, "That lady was right. You all are nice." She came from a horrible, horrible situation.
What are you getting for Christmas? You don't know? Well, here's your chance. Tell them what you want.
I want to be adopted.
Oh. Joey, to be adopted. Give me a baby. As far as I am concerned, you're already our family, honey, and God is going to be with us.
Last year, the Christmas play, she got up on the stage and said all she wanted for Christmas was to be adopted, and this year, that dream came true for her.
She'd been with us for at least a year because we were mom and dad by then. She was looking at a picture in Nevaeh, and she asked me, she said, "Daddy," she said, "if Nevaeh was here, would I be here?" And I said, "No." I said, "You wouldn't." I said, "Neither would your brother." And she said, I know it's heartbreaking for you. She said, but I'm glad I'm here, and I'm glad you're my daddy.